Welcome back to TADHack Global 2017. Hi, I'm Jason Lowe from Oracle, based here at QUT in Brisbane. Sponsored by Queensland Foundry, QUT Foundry and muru-D today. So unfortunately, our previous speaker wasn't able to join us, but we've been able to be joined here by Tim from sNet. How are you?
Great, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming in and joining on the couch on such short notice.
No, we're happy to be here.
So part of just to give a bit of an oversight, the interviews that we've sort of been doing over today and yesterday has been looking at researchers and interesting topics. Okay. Today's we've been talking to startups. So we had Julie Trell from Head of muru-D this morning just introing the session from Sydney over Zoom. Okay. So what we're trying to do is actually look at different aspects of the community and what people are doing. Yeah. This is a telecommunications application hackathon, so quite a technical one. Yeah. However, Angela from QUT Foundry sort of made mention, hey, have a chat with these guys because they seem to be doing some interesting stuff in the social and also the community space around the university. So let's kick it off. Okay. What is sNet and what's the problem you're trying to solve?
All right, so sNet is really about connecting students. So the idea is that, say, you're coming into exam week and you're a bit stuck, and from personal experience, if you haven't exactly been too studious during the semester, you could find yourself in a bit of trouble. But chances are there's so many other people in the same situation. And so the idea behind sNet is we're providing a way for you to connect to those other students so that you can collaborate, you can work together. And so what you do is you input your course code and you input what you're working on. So assignment, exam, practical, whatever it is. And yeah, you can search for other students who are working on the same thing. And then from there, you can message each other through the app, or you can organize to meet up. And yeah, we're just hoping collaboration sees everyone succeeding.
So is this a new idea, or has this been around for a little while?
Well, look, there's different variations of it. This one's quite unique, as it's a platform specifically designed for this purpose. Okay. So previously, you'd have to turn to Facebook, and that was kind of hit and miss.
Why is that?
Well, sometimes you could get a good response from Facebook, and other times you'd get nothing. Sometimes it wouldn't end too well. But yeah, no,
I suppose at this point in time in Queensland, we are in exam time.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just finishing, I think uni finished on Friday, and then swap back and exams after that. So everyone's trying to get into that knowledge and get into prepping for exams. So something like sNet seems to be quite appropriate this time of year.
Oh, definitely coming into the pointy end of the semester, you need a bit of support, and so hopefully we can provide it through sNet.
And probably the thing that I'm looking at this, especially in those kind of times, you talked about the predictability, hit and miss, right?
Yeah,
so that in itself is actually quite an important aspect. If I know that I can go to the app and I know that I can find someone close by and communicate and get to them as quick as I can, then that's going to help that process.
Definitely. Everyone on the platform will be there for the same purpose, and that's what we really wanted with providing this platform. So if you're looking for the support's there. Yeah.
So how have you been finding the feedback, the ramp up in terms of students and universities?
Yeah, no, it's been good. Bit of constructive criticism, which is always helpful, and we really appreciate. But we've just launched version 2 actually. Okay. So that's live, and that was a great step forward because we're still sort of in our bootstrapping phase. So we're keeping things very basic. Focusing really primarily on functionality, and that was version 1. So functional. It does exactly what we say it's going to do.
Cool.
Without the bells and whistles. Yeah. And now moving to version 2, we've kind of cleaned it up a bit. So we're focusing more on user experience. Okay. So it's a step forward in the right direction.
So you talk about feedback, and that's quite constructive feedback, and I understand where that's taken. So how have you gone about doing that?
Obtaining the feedback?
Yeah.
We've gone a few different avenues. Okay. So we've put it out there, we've given it to a group of people to test. We've actually done a workshop with one of the classes of I think it was a business class that we did. So that we had the whole class working on different ideas and seeing where we could improve, what we're doing well. And so that was a great wealth of knowledge because that's our target market.
Yeah.
So to hear from them, it was invaluable. And yeah, we've taken that and we've kind of put it in our plans for the future. And yeah, so really we're open to feedback from anywhere we can get it.
So do you find, so universities can be a interesting and quite a diverse group of people?
Yeah.
Right? You don't just have people that come straight out of school and into the universities. You do have mature age, you still have other people actually need to learn. So how do you, I suppose, in terms of what you've got in feedback, is there a certain demographic that you're looking at or in terms of the pickup?
Looking at our demographic, we're really just trying to provide the service for anyone who needs to connect.
Okay.
And we've kept it a bit broad, so it can be anything really. If you're moving overseas, if you're moving to Australia from overseas or moving countries and you just don't know anyone, you can put in a subject code to meet new people and socialize through there.
So it's not necessarily just for learning purposes. It can be used for other, just connecting socially, the other aspects of creating a community around those areas?
Yeah, definitely. So what we've done is kind of create a framework. So you can input your course codes, but later down the track, say if you wanted to input a course code named soccer, you could match with other people who want to find other people to play soccer with.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, there's a bit more of everything. Study's primarily that, but from study you can meet new people and you can make those friends and those connections that are going to see you through your university experience.
So because you're in that bootstrap type phase, then you don't want to spend too much time on technology and just building it out. You just want to get the product and get it in the hands of the people that want it. So what has been your approach in terms of keeping that light? What kind of tech do you use? That kind of concept?
Well, actually, myself and my co-founder, Michael Hogan, we're not actually technical co-founders.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been an experience for us. What we've done is just try to immerse ourselves as much as we can and get as much information and talk to as many people with that knowledge that we can. And we found that's been amazing because you talk to these people and then they give you an idea and then that idea spurs another idea. And it really helps with the development and kind of getting a whole understanding of what we're doing and how we're going to move forward. So in terms of tech, we're learning as much as we can, but hopefully in the future we can get a bit of tech knowledge on board.
Well, it's good having Brent on before from Travella, where they're the tech guys that come in, right? So, and well, you just made a connection just there.
There you go.
So has that been a challenge, not being a technical, purely on the non-technical side or on the business side or the idea side?
It's been a bit of a challenge. Nothing we couldn't get through. And like I said, again, the support's there. So it's just about reaching out, and even around QT, you can find places to turn to get that support. I think Starters and Foundry have been amazing in providing connections and kind of talking us through what we need to do and where we need to go.
And it just sounds like that community. We talked a lot about community, right? So yesterday from a research angle, today from a more muru-D startup and bootstrapping type angle, not just from building up that business, but also creating a community where that business is actually going to be fruitful. Right? So any connections that you've got from research or industry or government, and even not just local, but globally, then they all have a part to play.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we found that the community is so good, like everyone wants to help everyone else. It's not so much cutthroat, like pushing people down. We're all trying to raise each other up and be there to, if we can help someone in any way, we'll do that. And that's the mentality of the community as a whole. Like, that's what we've found. So to have that there is just incredible.
So you're in that bootstrapping phase, right? So you just released your version 2. So what is the, let's say, the next 12 months, 2 years look like for you?
The next 12 months, well, hopefully with a bit of technology on board at some point, we'll be able to move a bit faster with that. And it's really about kind of nailing that student experience. We want this to be seamless. We want it to be just a lifeline for students. So moving forward, maybe expanding on our service offering, just to support in any way we can, really, just to nail home being a lifeline for students.
So, if we look at the community being the university,
Yeah.
okay, so there are different services, there's the universities themselves.
Yeah.
So how much of that, their involvement in terms of universities or even some of the other services, how have they been involved as part of this as well?
Well, like I said before, Starters and Foundry have been amazing in supporting us, and I think they're amazing in supporting anyone that's just trying to do something. And so they've been great, and the wider community in general, they're all just happy to help, and like having that support there has really been good for us, and I imagine for everyone else as well. So like the idea of sNet, together we'll do great things.
So are there other organisations or bootstrapping some friends in the community that's all on the same journey with you at the moment?
There's a few different startups that we're kind of working alongside, kind of experiencing the same things together. We're at different stages, but it's great to have those people there to bounce ideas off. I think WineMinder is another QUT startup, and they're doing great things. They're a bit more ahead of us, but no, they're absolutely killing it, and I'm sure they'll agree they're getting the same support from the university organisations as well.
Cool.
And so yeah, we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to have a crack, and hopefully at the end of the day, we'll all provide great services for people to make the most of.
So as an example, this is actually going straight to YouTube. Okay. This is actually being broadcasted to 30 plus locations. It is on public, so the whole TADHack community has been. There's a blog that went out before the event actually started, saying, "Hey, here's all these people." So we'll definitely make sure that sNet is up there. We'll definitely make sure that sNet's profile is as part of that. That'd be awesome. So happy to. As part of that, it's not just the local community; it's actually the global community. There's a lot of universities across the whole planet, and studying for those exams and studying together, and all, and as when those universities, it is a global conversation.
It's a common thing that everyone goes through, and it's something that we wish we had earlier, and so we hope it's going to be useful for everyone else.
So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming along for a very short period of time and at short notice. So
that was great. Thank you so much.
Stay around. We'll have the pictures on very soon.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Up and